Hello and welcome to the Deep Cut Fandom Podcast. I am Victor, also known as Cassette Man Studios, and as always, I am here with my co-host, because last time I made a mistake.
Yes,
so
you
I corrected
did.
it in the editing. Sorry about that, Rob. But
No
yes, I'm here
problem.
with my co-host.
Robert, aka Shumworld. So, damn, dude, what's going on? That's
Oh
all I
man,
gotta say.
I mean the before episode talk is insane. We've got a lot of stuff to cover today.
Right.
Unfortunately, I was gonna get an Age of the Primes Vortex, making that my second figure that I've gotten this year for the main line, but
Yes.
I forgot to pick it up. But it's fine. It's fine. It's being held for me anyway, so
Right.
I'll probably get it Tuesday.
Speaking of toy hauls, I gotta tell you, dude. Like, I was just hanging out my local Target, and I just saw this Godzilla, this burning Godzilla.
Oh,
like,
that's awesome!
I know. And
that
when
looks
I
so
saw
cool.
it, I was like, damn it. I was just looking at this, man. And you know how much I'm a sucker for transparent
You know what's
plastic.
crazy, though, is that
Yes.
technically hasn't happened in the Monsterverse, but it has happened in the regular, for lack of a better term, Toho-verse. The burning Godzilla thing.
Sorry for being that guy with you, but technically this did happen. It happened in King of the Monsters, where he fought King Ghidorah. That was the final hit, because like the whole bit was that Godzilla was going nuclear, and that's how he was able to beat King Ghidorah in the Monsterverse version of that movie.
You know, I need to watch that again then, because I totally forgot about that.
Dude.
Sorry about that.
Godzilla's my jam.
I know. Yeah, you are definitely the bigger Godzilla fan than I am.
Yeah. Granted, I don't buy that much product, but it's just I've invested so much of my emotions on that giant lizard.
Yeah. No, but that's cool, dude. Congrats on finding that. Like, I rarely see anything Godzilla in like my targets.
Right. But you know what it is? Normally I don't buy Godzilla toys, but for some weird reason I just had that urge, and this was like the perfect toy with especially with today's prices. It's like $12.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's like that's a good price. Mm-hmm. Actually, that reminds me, we got a Gigan over at the Museum of Nostalgia at 3127 31st Street in Astoria, New York. Mm-hmm. It was like $15. It's one of the New York Gigans. I don't know if you're interested.
Oh, you're talking about? Oh no, speaking of Gigan, I was actually watching some reviews on that turtle crossover line.
I watched Monster Island Bully's review.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm getting at. So, anyways, I remember the biggest complaint that everybody's having is the fact that Mikey is a crossover with King Ghidorah, right?
Yeah.
So, and there is a chance we're getting a second wave at least. And we already know that Donatello is
Jet Jaguar.
Jaguar. So, and a lot of people are speculating that April is going to be Mothra, and of course, either one or two things. Like I'm gonna like hold that. I'm gonna put a pin on the other speculation, but I'm just saying that like either we're gonna get a villain or another hero character, and I'm guessing maybe I don't know Splinter as Anguirus, but the thing is like my whole theory. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
just a thought of it. Well,
right? You know what it is? I just recently watched the second to last episode of Monster Island Buddies.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to spoil it for any of you guys. I know. I'm just like, damn. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but as a side note, MIB, like for anyone listening, I highly recommend checking out this channel.
Yeah, Monster Island Buddies.
Such a fun channel. I mean,
it is. If you're a Godzilla fan, it is definitely a great channel to watch.
Yes. So, but anyways, going back to a lot of what he commented on, I think, and again, this is just my my personal thoughts on why Mikey is King Ghidorah, a crossover of him, is because I'm guessing Toho wants to get all their franchise monsters out in the market with to promote them more. And of course, one of the spots is Ghidorah, and maybe what's the company, Playmates?
Yeah,
that makes TMNT.
They actually make Godzilla also.
Right, but the point I'm trying to make is maybe Toho stated that if you're gonna use our figures, these are the figures you're allowed to use, kind of thing. And I'm thinking Ghidra is one of them, and maybe the thought is for if they have a villain in the line, it might be Shredder, and I think he might make a really badass Gigan.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but it still makes no sense as to why it's Ghidra.
I get that.
Like Ghidra could have been anyone. He could have been Krang.
I know,
you know?
but we got to get the turtles, all 4 turtles in the line.
Yeah,
so
but
it's like
see,
what's the word I would say? It's like the Kobayashi Maru of toy collecting, where I mean of toy marketing, I should say. And Toho says these are you're only allowed to promote 6 monsters, and these are the 6 we want promoted.
Okay, yeah,
and
I get what you're getting at.
And on the other side, the TMNT guys, they say, okay, well, these are the only guys we're gonna promote every time we do these crossover lines. All 4 turtles and 2 and any other characters available, a villain or something like that. So then that's the agreement they made. It's kind of like what happened with the Transformers. The Transformers and Motu crossover. Like, nobody wanted Bumblebee Man-at-Arms, but we're getting him.
Yeah, I know. It would have made way more sense to have he was Brawn, but whatever. I would have even been okay with Perceptor.
I would have been okay with Wheeljack.
Yeah, or Wheeljack. See, that was the third choice that I just mentioned. But yeah,
right. But you get the point I'm trying to make is that this is the hand they're dealt with. So that's why. But I mean, for what it's worth, Mikey looks so much fun.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, next up is, I guess, I don't know what else we could talk about. Well, real quick, happy birthday to was it Masako? Help me out here, Rob. What's her name?
The voice of Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, exactly. She just had a birthday, so happy birthday to her.
Yes.
Thanks for all the characters and fun memories.
Masako Nozawa.
Yeah, Nozawa, that's it.
Yes. She's basically the voice of our anime childhood. I mean, young adulthood.
No, I think we could say childhood in the sense that like we were like kids discovering something.
Right.
Like we were in our infancy of anime when we were watching Dragon Ball.
Child at heart.
Well, always, but still, like we were in our infancy of anime watching,
Right.
So yeah, she.
Yeah, way back when anime was like in the underground. Way back, back when anime was in the underground, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Like we were watching it before it was actually popular.
Right.
So.
Exactly. So. Yeah, indeed. So we are the children of anime, American anime, I should say. I mean, doesn't that mean one and the same? Anime, American anime.
I mean, anime is anime, regardless. I don't know.
Right, but you know what I'm. The point is clear. She's the voice of our anime childhood.
Exactly.
Yeah, but speaking of which, I'll just share a thought when it comes to her being the voice of Goku. In the beginning, my first exposure with Goku was Cantonese Goku. And
oh yeah, actually, mine might have. No, I don't know. Yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, but the point I was trying to make is that I thought that was his voice, and because he had like more of a deeper tone. And when I heard OG True Goku, that kind of threw me off a bit. I was like, why does he sound so sissy like? I mean, again, that's just like we're talking about teen Rob, just not knowing how things are, and I just saw he sounded kind of sissy. But then the more you see, the more you listen, the more you grow to realize that Masako Nozawa, she's just such a badass as Goku.
Yeah, she is. And God bless her. She's 89 years old.
Right. And
so
she's serious
she's
workhorse.
been around for a while now.
yeah, serious workhorse. She works just like does she at least get like 3 salaries for Dragon Ball
For
alone?
each voice that she does. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, she's basically the whole, you know, the whole Bardock lineage. Short of like what, Vidal?
I wonder, does she also do the voice of Gine?
I don't know, but that's a good question.
I would be surprised if she is.
I mean,
And it's her normal voice.
I know, right?
For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, Gine is Goku's mom.
Yeah.
Real mom, I should say.
Yes.
Biological mom.
Well, I mean, basically his only mom.
But yes, Masako Tanaka. Why did I say Tanaka? Masako Nozawa. I mean, like keep doing it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
the goat.
She lives a nice long time.
Yes, another 1,000 years.
I don't know. That seems a little mean, but who really wants to live forever?
Yeah, pretty much. But yep. Masako's Nozawa.
Yeah. And then we had some other Dragon Ball Z news.
Yeah, I'm still a little fuzzy on that, but from what I gathered, I haven't had a chance to sit down and read the notes on it fully, but from what I gathered, we're getting TV projects two right for 2026, right? But I just don't know what the details are.
It's not Dragon Ball, that's the thing. He's doing So Toyotaro, who's the current illustrator of Dragon Ball Super, which is currently on hiatus.
Yeah.
He's doing some Gundam artwork for V-Jump magazine.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing an illustration of Mikazuki from Iron Blooded Orphans Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also some... Oh, yeah, and he's doing a one-shot manga called The Lost Samurai, which is... you could actually see it online legally, courtesy of V-Jump magazine. So I guess hit up V-Jump magazine's website if you want to see Toyotaro's, latest thing. Though it's just a preview, though, of like a rough draft of the story. But, it's enough to have an idea of like what he's working on and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, Dragon Ball Super's been on hiatus since February, which really sucks because like I want to see what happens next. Like I was reading some of the the stuff with the whatchamacallit, like the heaters.
Right. Gas. That's the only
elect and yeah, like they're all different types of ways to create energy.
Yeah, it's kind of like the equivalent of Frieza and King Cold.
Right, but like hot or heat.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get something soon. Hopefully we'll get more news in Super, but I don't know. Like I kind of want to hold my breath, but I'm not because like we were there when like Toriyama had stopped doing Dragon Ball, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we'll just have to move on to something else.
Right, but guys like Toyotaro, they just kept the torch alive, and
yeah, I mean, and he was also like, he was okayed, by Toriyama, so, and he worked with Toriyama since then.
Right,
so.
He's pretty much his understudy.
I wouldn't use the word understudy, but I get what you're getting at.
Right, successor, if you will. I mean,
that's a much better word.
Right, but I remember it's not just Toyotaro, but there's another guy. I just can't remember his name, but he's kind of one of the other heads when it comes to Dragon Ball. I mean, making any content for Dragon Ball. I just forgot his name.
It's one of the editors, right? I think it's one of the editors.
I don't remember his name. It's just been so long I've talked about this dude.
Yeah.
But I know how important he is, especially how to describe it? Like, he knows what we want is the best way I could describe it, because he was the one responsible for making the Dragon Ball. I forgot the name of the movie right now for some reason. I think it's the Super movie, the last one with Gohan.
Oh,
the main
Superhero.
Character. Yeah, Superhero. He was responsible for pushing Gohan to be the main character since from, I don't know, I would say our generation, but it's just he was super important to Dragon Ball, and a lot of content doesn't really push him as the main guy as much as we like. And so when this movie came out, I think that was like for guys like us who want to see Gohan be the guy.
I mean, I don't know if I feel that way, but I mean, it would just be nice to have some sort of continuation.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, Superhero was pretty cool. I don't know. I kind of like the idea that they're kind of switching, like, who is the main character in the story that's currently happening on S or Super.
Yes.
Like, they're switching between, like, Goku and then Gohan, and even switching to, like, Goten, because I know at some point, like, Goten and Trunk, they become like Saiyamen also, or something like that. Like, I don't know all the full detail. No, not Gotenks. Well, I mean, yes, but then not fusing, they become like Great Saiyamen. But I need to read those in the manga. I haven't read those yet.
But yeah, but the point I was trying to make is that Gohan is crazy popular. And, before Dragon Ball Superhero, we never got any I won't say that he didn't get any spotlight, but we didn't get like a focus on him being the guy, the main guy. So
I don't know if that was because, like, as far as like Goku being the focus, I don't know if that's because that's what Toriyama wanted or what the editors wanted, but it is nice to see, like, the contrast between the three characters, that are from that lineage.
Yeah, personally, I don't think Goten would ever get the torch. I mean, it's been like what 20?
Maybe not, but I mean,
over 20 years so far.
Yeah, but he's still a teenager in the story.
Yeah, but based on how the timelines work, he'll never. I don't think he'll ever grow up. I mean, and when he did, he never became the main character when he grew up.
Well, just because Gohan's still around, also.
Exactly. I mean, I don't. Yeah, but again, like, a lot of the points I'm trying to make is that I don't think we'll ever reach gold.
Well, I mean, yeah, if it keeps on staying on hiatus, who knows? Like, our grandkids maybe will see it. I don't know.
I doubt it, because then they'll probably do a prequel again.
I don't know. Super's doing a lot of prequel stuff. If you read the manga, they're doing a lot of prequel stuff.
Yep, indeed. But on the subject of what they're planning for new content for Dragon Ball, it could be anything. It could be a continuation of Daima, which I haven't had a chance to watch yet. So, no spoilers, please.
Okay. All I'm going to say is, you are aware that it takes place in between certain series, right?
Yes, and I am aware of a certain transformation, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's something
I mean, I wasn't going to get into that bit, but okay, you know it.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is that thing is just so public, and plus we're getting characters. We're getting a video game playable characters of a certain transformation, I want to say.
Right, yeah. I was at GameStop actually yesterday, and I saw that they had the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Daima edition for the Switch. So I'm like, oh, okay, we're doing this now, huh?
Yeah, and plus, Dragon Ball Fighter is getting a comeback where they're getting playable characters in that game.
Okay. Speaking of video games, that new trailer for Cosmic Invasion, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, just dropped.
Yes, just give me a second. I actually make screen captures for that.
Oh, awesome. Because pretty sure we didn't see Jean Grey before, and we didn't see Iron Man before.
Nope.
So they're new.
Yep, pretty much. It was like I'd say Jean Grey was a surprise, but
Yeah.
Iron Man was like, come on, man, you're baiting us. You're teasing us. Is the right word.
Copy, paste.
You're teasing us. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I know I'm not the only one that's noticed that it is a lot like, the Marvel versus series.
Yes, in all the right ways.
Capcom. Oh yeah, absolutely.
In all the right ways. And I'm like, come on, man. He's like, come on, you knew what was coming. That's his face right there. He's like, and then not only that, we're getting MODOK.
MODOK, yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
That was a pleasant surprise in itself.
Yeah, I like that they got the helicarrier in the background there.
Yep. And then in that trailer, we got a scene where
the proton cannon.
We finally got the proton cannon, but I think he gave it a different name. So
I mean, it does look a little small, so I don't know.
Pro cannon. and in any case, we're seeing MODOK and Iron Man. They're trying to. They for some reason they think that they're in a Dragon Ball Z game because they're doing a beam struggle.
Exactly.
But for some reason, like they're combining their powers seems to be like it's like they're tapping into the power of creation because like this beam exploded and created Jean Grey as the Phoenix.
I know.
So aside from that, like we got some gameplay of them, and now this is the thing that's making me just really excited for this Marvel game because I can't help. I mean, I know I would say this about every Marvel game they make that it's like a love letter to Marvel's history, but man, it's just this thing is covering.
Did you not see that Avengers game that came out for the PS4? I think it was the really crappy one that they were really hoping would do good.
Yes, but that's why I'm thinking this game will redeem that crap.
Yeah, because this definitely is way better.
Yes, but the point I'm trying to make is that they're covering so much history of every, like, I feel like they can't grab everything of Marvel, but they're grabbing so many things. Like if you notice these creatures right here,
those are symbiotes.
They're symbiotes, but not just any symbiotes. These are ones that came from the King in Black saga.
Yeah,
these guys.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's a modern thing. So I thought it's kind of cool that they're grabbing these symbiotes.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at first, but when I was looking at the picture just now, I realized that.
Yep, exactly. So, because there's so much I missed.
Yeah, I know, because it goes by so quick.
Right, which is the reason why I kind of enjoy doing these screen capture breakdowns, just so you could catch I try to catch as much as I could, and it's just so much happening. So right here we got Jean Grey doing her area. I'm assuming is her area effect move for this game.
Probably, yeah.
So
looks awesome though.
Yep. So then we got Iron Man, doing some attacks. And
that's Jeff in the background.
Exactly.
The little shark. And
Man Thing, yep. Not only that, but not only that, we also got the AIM troopers with the hazmat suits. Because, dude, I gotta tell you, man, when we were growing up reading these comics, I always loved those funky hazmat suits.
Yeah, by the way, heads. Good choice on going with the Kirby art because that is gorgeous.
Exactly. Come on, man. You gotta pay respects to your king.
That's right. All hail the king.
Exactly. Indeed. And not only that, but what we got? We got Jeff the Shark. So now we got another picture, and then we're seeing like Jean Grey which I'm assuming is kind of like the equivalent of her Falcon Punch.
Falcon Punch.
Yep.
No, I'll see if I can find the audio and put that in there.
Yeah. And then not only that, so now we got another shot of that lab they're in, and yes, you are correct. We got the Man Thing there.
Doesn't look like, well, I don't know. I'm like, he almost looks like an elephant there, but I know it's Man Thing.
He does, but it's just maybe this is just the artist's choice of just drawing the face, because it technically is correct. It's just the way he's placing the side tendrils is a question. But now the thing is, you see that lion?
Yeah.
Let's put a pin on that lion for now.
Okay. Because obviously
I would say just put a pin on that. So we'll get back to the lion later. I just want to say.
Hi, Jeff.
Yep.
Oh, you can't see it because we're using your screen, but I was using my cursor to pet Jeff.
Yep. We got. Okay. Wait. Well, here. make you feel better?
Yeah, thank you. Hi,
So
Jeff.
yeah, but yeah, we pretty much got the man thing right there. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, see, he's
And
got more veins and stuff. Like, I don't think it's drawn well, but it's not drawn well enough to be man thing, more man thingy. You know, like
I get your point, but here's my
it needs
counterpoint.
more. It needs more. That's
Yes,
what.
I totally agree, but here's my counterpoint. He's a
Okay,
background character.
fair point.
So that's
Fair
and
point.
plus there's enough of his design language you can see to at least acknowledge that it's man thing. So
Yeah, but I mean,
that's
like,
the
but like,
only thing.
see, the
Yes.
thing is, like that center tentacle on his face, like
Mhm. Yes.
it looks too much like a trunk and not like just like a vine.
Right.
That's where I take umbrage with the way it's drawn.
Yes, I agree. I mean, plus I prefer my man thing having circular eyes instead of like these weird these half ovals.
Yeah, like almond shaped sort of
But
eyes. Yeah,
anyways, we still
yeah,
do. We got so much to cover. So, and here we got like an example of Iron Man using his unibeam attack, and like look at it, look at all that, all these effects on just a unibeam attack.
damn. Okay.
hmm So we got
And
here.
wait, did
Yes.
you not notice what else was in that picture,
What?
dude? That's Wolverine in front of Jean Grey.
Uh that's the other thing I forgot to mention. I haven't had a chance to put some notes on,
Mm.
but if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we're actually hearing voiceovers.
Yes, and it sounds like Cal Dodd, the original voice actor from the animated series.
Right. And that's the thing I've done. I haven't had a chance to like write it all down, but
Hmm.
I've noticed that the comments they make are very character related, meaning that if you have different combinations, it could probably have some sense of a conversation throughout the
Yeah,
fights.
kind of like how when
Which
you have certain fights in Street Fighter, like they'll have like a little conversation before the fight,
right.
but obviously in the middle of action
Yes, but
for
I
this
think
game.
but
Yeah,
the cool
that's
thing
cool.
about that is that
Yeah,
that just opens the window. I mean, it opens the door on the possibilities of combinations that you can have
yeah.
in a game that just creates more potential for play, replay.
I hope there's a physical copy of this game.
Yeah, well, crossing the fingers on that. So
Yeah,
then here we got some more examples of the various attacks we got. Like, we got this weird shadow crescent kick with Silver Surfer, which,
yeah. That looks
man, I'm
cool.
so excited. I'm so
Yeah.
psyched. I'm a Silver Surfer fan all the way, man. So
Hmm.
I'm jacked for this. So here, and we got
Jacked
an example of
Kirby.
proton cannon.
Nice.
And so like that's some stuff right there. And this character, I have no idea who this is. Like Victor, do you have any ideas?
I think it kind of looks like Chode from the Starjammers, but I'm not
Okay.
100% sure.
Yeah.
I don't want
So
to like be like, yeah, that's Chode, because I could
right.
be wrong, but I
So
think it's
for
Chode.
for anyone viewing this, please feel free to comment on on your thoughts on who this guy is.
Yeah.
But here's something I want to bring up, which I thought was very interesting. This is Jean Grey, right?
Hmm.
Most of her attacks are fire related. And if you
Yes.
notice, this is like purple bluish energy. So
Hmm.
I'm assuming this is an example of her psychic energy.
Oh, could be, or
Yep.
telekinetic ability.
Well, that's what I meant. So, that I don't. Whenever I
Well,
think about
there.
telekinetic, I think of psychic. But yeah, but
Oh, okay.
telekinetic is
Yeah.
the right word.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
TK, if you will.
Yeah.
So, and right here, we're getting all these other
Oh, she's
examples
doing little
of
firebirds.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
cool.
She's shooting little firebirds. And not only that, she's got a falcon kick or a phoenix kick, I should say. But it's a
Yeah.
falcon kick.
Yeah. Damn it! Now I gotta get some audio clips. Okay.
Yep. So then we got here. Then uh we got Iron Man doing like his knee attack. That reminds me of like, damn, like I know what the name of the movie is, but I just can't. It's like almost like a Thez press for wrestlers, like a jumping Thez press.
Okay.
Like Mercedes Monet does this move.
Yeah.
So, and in the background, all these nice little details. Like, did you notice Spider-Man's a menace?
No, I did not know that. This is
Yeah.
news to me.
Yeah.
Because,
Daily
normally I
Bugle,
don't read the Daily Bugle.
Yeah. Yeah, because that guy is such a scumbag.
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah,
What a
Jonah
jerk.
Jameson. I don't know. I can't read stuff with his name on it.
No, I can't either. It's
Yeah.
annoying.
So like, anyways, then we got another examples of all these attacks, and like
Nice.
before, like seeing like her Jean Grey using her TK, and not all these little details, like you see Iron Man using his
repulsors,
his repulsors, his boosters, like just I don't know about you, but I feel like the movie kind of introduced that idea to me.
I mean, I feel like it emphasized it, which is why it feels like it's new, but it's not really a new thing for Iron Man.
Yeah, but it's just.
But I get what you're saying.
Like I feel like it made me more aware of it. So that, and now, okay, so we got this picture. Like again, the background just really gets me going. Just looking at all this stuff. So you see these three characters right there.
Yeah.
Now talk about a deep cut, man. These four animals came from an old like a miniseries.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is actually a comic book I bought when I was a kid, man. So
really, okay. Can we go back to that other screen cap for a sec?
Yes, this screen cap.
Yeah. Where's the fourth one?
So far, it's only 3.
Okay.
If I said 4, my mistake. But I was just focusing on these 3.
Right.
Yeah, I have no idea. Since we don't have a clear detail on who these 4 are up there. I mean, who these 3 are up there, I should say.
Yeah.
But it's just, these 3 are very clear that they're all the members of Brute Force.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a very deep cut.
Yep. And this is like it's hitting me. It's hitting me because like this is a book I read. I remember having fond memories of just chasing these issues down as a kid. So like that, and then we're getting examples of all these various super moves and stuff. Like I remember I screen captured these so quickly that I just forgot what happened here. But Beta Ray Bill is doing something with his the Stormbringer hammer, and if you notice, we got the rainbow
bridge. Yeah,
the rainbow bridge
awesome.
from. I mean, what was the name of their play? Asgard, right?
Yeah.
So like we're getting examples. So I'm assuming we might be traveling to there might be backgrounds of Asgard in this game.
Maybe. I mean, it's a cosmic invasion, so anything's possible.
Yep, and then we're getting another example of Silver Surfer doing. I'm assuming his area effect attack.
Yeah.
And man, I'm not but if you notice, they're kind of doing something that reminds me of the Kirby Crackle.
Yeah, it's like not exactly, but kind of. I mean, it would be a pain in the ass to do it. Just doing it by hand alone, because like I've done drawings with Kirby Crackle. Like it's a super cool effect, but my God, it takes so much work. So much work,
but damn, it is so much fun to do. Making circles here.
I mean, and it looks so great. Like when you sit down and you do it, like it looks so good. Yeah, do it right.
To the king.
Oh,
to the king. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Hail the king. So then we also got Storm's example of the area effect.
Oh, that's right. This is up to 4 players. I'm like, why are there 4 main characters here?
Right.
Or playable characters.
It's 4 playable characters, but I also believe it's 2 playable characters where you can bring a 4th character. I mean, where you could bring your. It's. Give me a second. Just let me take a few steps back. You can actually play 2. You can actually do 2 players, but each player can add a partner with them.
Yeah, kind of like
it's 2.
Like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, was it? Where like you had a team of like 2, but then you had like that 3rd person that you could pick to just do like one specific move. Kind of like that, right?
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so like in theory, you're never alone.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, that looks fucking cool. Oh, look at that. Storm has
and that's the other
costume.
Thing we're bringing up. There's ultimate palette swaps.
That's nice. Yeah, see, they got Wolverine with the blue and gold.
Yep, and we got this other Jean Grey. I don't know what the reference is to this colors.
I think it might be an like a newer version of her costume.
Right.
I could be wrong though, so don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do the red one.
That's Dark Phoenix.
True, but it's still a palette swap.
Yeah.
It's still a popular palette swap. Is all I'm saying.
Well, you know what I think would be interesting is if they did a palette swap, but it's like not just a palette swap, but like a whole pixel swap, where it's not Jean Grey Phoenix, it's Rachel Summers Phoenix from Excalibur. Well, she's not in Excalibur anymore, but you know who I'm talking about.
I know, like when I grew up reading about her, she was Excalibur.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, but this is the other thing that I thought was an interesting thing they've been holding off is that everyone's got a palette swap. Look, we got like a bluish, a purplish Venom. I have no idea what this reference is for cosmic Ghost Rider, but he's wearing a white suit and his head is blue instead of.
I thought Cosmic Ghost Rider was female. No, he's a guy.
No, it's a guy.
Yeah.
There's
a female one though, isn't there?
There has been, but
is it the one that was in the past? Maybe it was the one in the past.
Well, I'll have to look at my notes on a female Ghost Rider, but I'm sure with over 40 or 50 years of Marvel history, there's bound to be a female Ghost Rider.
I hate to correct you, dude, but there's more than 50 years of.
Yeah, again, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. So. Yeah. But yes, not only just going back to palette swaps, we got like I'm assuming this is a different Storm.
This one kind of looks like her, it's probably not exactly, but this looks like her Extreme X-Men outfit.
It could be. But
and then the Captain America one.
Yep, we've got that Captain America, pretty much referencing the U.S. agent.
Or it could be the Captain.
It could be, but
it's the same costume anyway at the end.
Either way, whenever I see a black costumed Captain America, I automatically think of US agent.
Yeah,
I love saying that name. Like, it took me a while to figure out it's US agent.
Yeah, it's funny though, but like I think it's interesting that US agent's actual name is John Walker, or like Johnny Walker, like the whiskey brand. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me.
Hey, everything is named after everything.
That's for sure.
Eventually, but yeah, and then not only that, we got Iron Man using the War Machine colors, or
Silver
close
Centurion.
enough to War Machine.
Could be like Silver Centurion.
Could be.
Oh no, wait, that was red and silver, right?
Right, Silver Centurion.
Right, yeah, it's more like War Machine.
Yeah, but it's just instead of dark gray, it's light gray. But either way, I mean, that the thing is, when I see this color, this palette,
definitely more
I
War
automatically
Machine.
think, yeah, definitely War Machine. And now right here, okay, like I don't know about you, but wink, wink. I have no idea what this guy is back here. Just saying.
Yeah, I remember this part very vividly because I'm like, oh, they went there.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but we got Sentinels here. That's what I thought was kind of cool.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm like. Okay, I see what they did there, and I'm loving it.
And I don't know, it's just something. I don't know, like makes me wonder where are these Sentinels coming from, and I'm guessing I'm like a walking factory, if you will,
or like some sort of master mold, if you will.
Yeah, they're making some master that's making molds
of Sentinels from a master mold.
Yeah, like I mean, like I don't know. I need more information. That's all I'm saying. Wink, wink. So, and then here we got some more palette swaps, and I don't know. I feel like I should know this palette swap, like for some reason, all I can think about is the Fantastic Four. One of the Fantastic Four villains. I think his name is the Wizard.
Yeah, it kind of does look like the Wizard.
Yeah, but I don't know any X-Men
There's something else
reference.
Though. Yeah.
Like I'm off the top of my head, I'm guessing Nimrod, but Nimrod is white.
Exactly.
But I do get Nimrod, or better yet, Bastion.
Actually, isn't Nimrod also in this game?
Not to my knowledge.
I think I saw some footage of Nimrod.
Right. But now that I think about it, I do see a lot of Bastion in this this palette swap.
There are shades of Bastion in there. So
yep.
But then again, like they're covering so much of like more modern day stuff in this game also. So
yes,
you never know.
But maybe this might be maybe for the time being, this is the only thing they were able to get as Bastion until I'm proven wrong. Because
I mean, yeah, it could just be a simple palette swap, dude. Because like look at the Konami X-Men game where like there's a bunch of Sentinels, all different colors.
Yeah.
Or like the Foot Soldiers and Turtle in any Konami Turtles game.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, do we have Mango Sentinel palette swaps in this game?
Have any what? Mango?
You don't know the reference to Mango Sentinel?
No.
Oh, in the fighting community, he a lot of people favor the Sentinel in those NVC games.
Yeah.
And the one that the one color palette swap that a lot of people have used is what they call either the Nyx Sentinel or the Mango Sentinel. I mean,
Okay.
the palette swap is like an orange with blue highlights.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Interesting.
in the fighting game community, like that's a extremely popular palette swap, and they nicknamed it Nyx Sentinel or Mango Sentinel because since there's so much orange on him.
Yeah. Wait, when you say Knicks, do you mean like Nix or like Nick?
KNIKC, the basketball.
Oh, like the
team.
New York Knicks. The Knicks.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah,
Yes.
I forgot about that one too, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's either. So anyway, that's just.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense because of the orange and the blue, the New York Knicks. Yeah,
Right.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, but people prefer calling
Mango.
that Mango Sentinel. You know, it rolls off the tongue. So
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want something mango flavored right now.
Yep. I might eat a mango later today after we're done with this episode.
Yeah, I would, but it'd be too late for me.
Yeah. But anyways, we got some more shots. Like we got like another shot of War Machine palette swap, and you can't see this one. It's a little fuzzy, but that's Spider-Man in his Iron Spider palette swap.
Okay. Yeah, because it kind of blends into the background, but I can kind of see like the shape
like
of Spider-Man, like he's jumping forward.
His icon right here.
Yeah.
But basically, it's Iron Spider. You know, the red and gold version of his colors.
Yeah. Also, it is 4 players.
Yep. And right here, this is Black Panther, and if you ask me, the color swap is based on his '80s costume.
Yeah.
I mean, because I know, granted, it was supposed to be black and gray, but it's just, you know, like the way colors were printed during the '80s.
Yeah, they used black for like highlights. I mean, blue for like highlights on black.
Right. Yep. So like, I think that's a nice reference to that costume.
Yeah. Can I just say like really quick? I love that they have Eddie's face showing right there. It's so cool.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's so much care in these designs that you can actually, that you know, like it's just you're gonna miss so much if you blink. So
yeah.
So that, and you know, like, oh, now here's something I wanted to bring up that I thought was interesting. That if you notice, these Sentinels, their chests are bubbling, and
interesting.
And then you see like little, you know, I'm assuming these are Anaias's people bursting out of them.
That's a nice little reference.
Yep. Which is interesting because these Sentinels are not organic, that's for sure. I mean, these are mechanical and they're treated as organic for some weird reason.
Yeah.
So
I'm really liking that blue and gold outfit on Storm.
Yeah, it's almost like a young student Storm. You know, like where.
Yeah, that's why I feel like no, I think the Extreme X-Men one was blue and red.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong on the Extreme, but it's a very cool costume.
Yes, indeed, and I don't know about that stomach thing. Like it rings a bell, but I just can't put my finger on it.
Oh.
So
I don't know.
You know what? You know what, dude?
It's Master Mold.
Yeah, why did I not figure it out? But not just any Master Mold, it's 1996 Master Mold.
Yeah, well,
from the cartoon.
Yeah, that's
from
cool.
from the X-Men cartoon, which I thought was kind of wild, man.
Yeah.
So, and there's our lineup.
Well, I think that's a full lineup, right? Or like most of I think they're
for
done.
the base game. Well, no, this is 50% of the lineup because not only we got Iron Man, we got Jean Grey, we got Rocket Raccoon, She-Hulk, Wolverine, Phyla Vel, aka Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Silver Surfer, Black Panther.
T'Challa. Yeah.
Yep. Along with them, we got Nova,
Rich Rider Nova.
Yeah, hell
Frankie Ray.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a distinct difference.
Exactly. And then we got Captain America, Spider-Man, Venom, Storm, Beta Ray Bill, dude.
I know. And Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Cosmic Ghost Rider, man.
Not even regular Ghost Rider. It's Cosmic.
Yeah.
That's how like insane this whole invasion is, dude. Like You gotta bring out Cosmic Ghost Rider, not just regular Ghost Rider.
Right,
That's bananas.
But that's the thing that just makes me so excited for this game. They're getting a lot of deep. I mean,
I know.
They're bringing like some deep cut characters. Like they're not bringing all the more well known characters. They're bringing out characters that are like really obscure but have like huge cult followings in it. Yeah.
Well, just for the record, I'm gonna be playing with my boys from Queens, Spidey and Nova.
Oh yeah, me. It's Silver Surfer. It's Silver Surfer and maybe Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill, yeah.
Yeah, but dude, okay. And then now we got the villains. We got Sauron.
Nice.
Yeah, Sauron. We got my boy Taskmaster, but the real Taskmaster. I want to make that clear.
Not the Filmation Taskmaster, the real Taskmaster.
Yeah, not the Filmation Taskmaster, not the MCU Taskmaster. We got the OG at Taskmaster. I don't know if I ever told you, but he's one of my favorite characters.
Oh no, yeah. Like when I was reading Captain America in the 80s, he was fighting Taskmaster. Loved it.
Yep, me too, man. Like I remember reading it when he fought like the Avengers by himself.
Yeah, because he's that badass.
Yeah, which is why it broke my heart how they presented her.
Back in the 80s, the Avengers were kind of mid.
Yep. But damn, dude, like we got Taskmaster, we got MODOK.
Oh man.
Yeah, a real badass looking MODOK at that.
Yeah.
That, and we got Galactus. Holy crap, man!
Worlds. Look at that. That is
badass. Like, man. So like, yep, and we got
Annihilus.
My boy Annihilus. Look at that, dude. This is amazing. Cosmic Invasion. I remember when I saw when we saw the first trailer of this, like probably in the summer. I was like, okay, it's another Marvel game. But then when I actually saw a trailer, I was like, holy crap!
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
Like, this game is hitting the feels. Like,
yeah, dude.
It's not just any feels, but it's hitting my feels.
Well, you know what really got me on this? Besides the fact that it plays like any like Konami beat 'em up, dude, they lifted so much from the Marvel Capcom games. I'm like, if I didn't know better, I would have said it was Capcom.
Yeah, it's like you're doing the fighting game format, or better yet, I didn't think about this until now. This is Street Fighter is to Final Fight. Like let me rephrase that. I'm trying to get the wording out. MVC is to Street Fighter as Final Fight is to Cosmic Invasion. Is that the right wording? The point I'm trying to make is
I get what you're trying to say. Like you mixed it up a little bit. Like it should have been like NVC and this, and then like Final Fight in Street Fighter. But I know what you meant. So that's why I was like, yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I don't know the proper wording, but you know what I'm saying. Like this is basically
an analogy.
Final Fight.
Yeah, basically it is the Final Fight for the Marvel games.
Right.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Yeah,
this is
but it's just
great.
Yeah, aside from that what you're the details you're bringing up, for me it's just the roster. Like
no, yeah, the roster is amazing. Like aside from the fact that I got I got to play with my boys from Queens because those are two of my favorite characters, all-time favorite characters. Mm-hmm. You got Cap, you got Iron Man, you got Silver Surfer, dude, She-Hulk. Like how often have you ever seen She-Hulk in a freaking game before?
Yeah. Exactly, and then not only that, but she's the heavy hitter. She's basically a wrestler.
I think the only time you've ever seen any of these characters, other than Cosmic Ghost Rider, because Cosmic Ghost Rider was not around at the time, the only other time you've seen these characters in a video game was probably Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, but she did show up in MVC 3.
She did?
Yeah, she did. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. She did show up. I can't say her moveset is as memorable as this version, but
yeah. I mean, I didn't even know she was in it.
Yep.
I don't think I've played 3.
Right.
Was that in the arcades? No, right? That was straight to like...
it was a platform. It was in all the platforms.
Yeah, on all the systems. Okay. Yeah, yep. So I probably missed that one.
But like all the characters that came from the Marvel vs. Capcom games, those characters move they move almost exactly like
like frame
beat
for
for
frame.
beat.
Yeah,
beat for beat. Like Captain Iron Man, he moves exactly like the way he did in the fighting game. I can't say much about Captain America. I need to see more footage,
yeah.
but
They didn't really show
Storm
much of Cap.
definitely. Sorry,
Storm definitely.
yeah,
Spider
Storm
Man
definitely.
definitely.
That might be it because all the other characters they never. I mean, aside. Oh well, I will say that She-Hulk moves very different.
Yeah.
I'm not very familiar with Rocket Raccoon's fighting style or Jean Grey's because
Yeah.
they showed him in NVC 3 as well.
Oh, okay.
But I just can't. I mean, like I can't wrap my brain on what's the same and what's different. But everybody else, Beta Ray Bill, Cosmic Spider-Man is Cosmic's Ghost Rider was just a shocker in itself.
Yeah.
But my boy Silver Surfer's in this, man. He is my Marvel. Like when it comes to Marvel comics, he is my guy.
Wolverine's another one they lifted from basically.
Yeah, he got lifted too. Like I could have sworn I've seen him do Berserker Barrage somewhere.
He might have. If not, that's like the only move they didn't show.
Right. Or he did a version of Berserker Barrage.
Possibly. I don't know. There's a couple of trailers out there, and this is one of those times where I'm like, I don't mind watching a bunch of different trailers for something because it's not a movie. So it's like it's just gameplay footage, so like it doesn't spoil anything for me.
Hate to say it, Vic, but when you wanted to like present the Marvel, wanted to talk about the trailer, deep down I didn't want to talk about it because I wanted to save. One? Yeah, I wanted to save all this enthusiasm of being shocked when I play it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not mad at you. I'm not blaming you. I want to make that clear. I'm just saying that I'm like, oh man, he wants to talk about it, and I'm like, oh god, and I'm like, then when I was watching the trailer, I was like, what?
Aren't you glad I did?
No. Don't take it personal. I want to make that clear.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, like this is insane, and not only that, but they got Annihilus. He's one of mine too. Like I don't know if I ever told you, but I remember there was a certain point, I think around Civil War, I kind of lost interest in Marvel.
Okay.
And for some reason, like I remember Abnett and Lanning, I think that's the name of the writing team. They got together and then they started doing this series called Annihilation. Yep. Yeah, they created like an Annihilation series. And reading the Annihilation series brought me back to Marvel. So to see this game come out, like, you know, and Annihilation, you know, like it's all about Annihilus, like, you know, being the main villain of this thing. And so now, and Cosmic Invasion, I'm just getting so many vibes of the Annihilation series, man.
Yeah.
So, and I think the last slide I forgot to mention is the release date is December 1st.
Woohoo!
Yep, my birthday month.
Nice.
Yep. So happy birthday to me. That's all I'm saying.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that these guys, I don't know, I can't, you know, like you can like disagree with me for all I care, but personally, I think Marvel and this game design company, they made this game for me. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I think they made it for me too, but
no, they made it for me.
Sure.
I mean,
why can't it be for both of us?
No, I mean, if it's for you, I'm cool with you thinking that, but. I ultimately you can't prove me wrong that this game was made. They made this game for me. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm so excited for this game. It's definitely going to be a day one for me.
Yeah, like I said, I hope they make a physical copy because I don't want it digital. I want an actual physical copy.
I get it.
Yeah, I gotta get it because like I don't want to just download it. Like I feel like when you buy a game like that, you're just kind of renting it as opposed to like owning it.
Yes,
I mean, a lot of streaming media is like that also. Yeah.
Trust me, dude. I get all the discussion. That's why I'm not. I what's the word I would say? Like I fully get what you're saying, but at the same time I get why it's being done that way, and
Yeah,
like it's the world we live in. That's all I can say.
I know. Plus, it's always nice to have a physical copy. Something for like, hey, like I got this cool thing here, and it's not just
Yes,
like this intangible thing of ones and zeros. It's an actual physical object you could hold on to. You know,
agreed.
that's like it's like the difference between like having this Biotron figure and having a 3D sculpt of it. Like the 3D
Right.
sculpt is cool and all, but to actually have it a physical object, you
Mm-hmm.
play around with it, sit at my table here, be like, hey, what's up? Still talk to you. Like it's a
Funny you should
different
mention action.
feeling.
Yeah, I get it. But speaking of action figures, just give me one
Mm-hmm.
second while I'm taking it out. I heard some rumors. Uh, I mean, from what I get, again, like I'm always believing that you gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah.
But we're getting a lot of details on some upcoming content for Masters of the Universe cartoon collection, and not just any collection, the Filmation line. And the rumor, the what's the word? Like, I forgot who the sources are, but Toy Habits confirmed that the details are we're gonna get 2 figures from cartoon collection, the Filmation line, and the 2 figures are King Randor and Queen Marlena.
I'm I'm way more excited for Marlena than King Randor.
Yes,
Only
I'm
because
with you. Yeah.
we've never had a 5.5 Marlena. We've
Yes.
had a number of King Randors, and Randor is cool. Don't get me
Right.
wrong. I definitely
Mm-hmm.
wanted to get the Randor, but
I agree.
Marlena.
Yeah. So here are the details about these figures.
Mm-hmm.
They're still seem to be following the form factor of cartoon collection Filmation line, which
Mm-hmm.
is not only you get the figure, they come with an accessory based on a specific episode.
Right.
And with King Randor, he comes with the scepter, as you see in this little thumbnail. I mean, this little
Toy
picture.
Habits. Yeah.
Yeah, from Toy Habits, that he comes with a scepter. So that's what he's coming with. And Marlena, this is what she comes with. She comes with a space helmet from from her adventures of being a astronaut from Earth traveling to Eternia. So
That's awesome.
I know, dude. Like my brain is scintillating on what this figure could look like. Like I'm actually thinking about maybe buying like a spare female buck, and maybe and spray painting as a spacesuit for her.
Dude, like honestly, I don't know why they're not making an astronaut Marlena, because I would buy it.
Uh, well, I'll say this. Let's get this Marlena first.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
we could talk
Oh,
about.
totally. Yeah,
Then we could talk about spacesuit Marlena.
yeah. So I guess my follow up to this is, when are we getting Eternal's Castle? Because we're getting a Randor and and Marlena. So like, when are we getting their castle?
All right.
I mean, hey,
not to kill the mood. Either one of two things we could get. Either we can get a retail release, or something that's direct to mark, like Hasbro. I mean, no. What's the name of the crowdfunding? Mattel Creations.
Yeah.
Like exclusive to Mattel Creations, or a crowdfund.
I would go with A or B. Screw the crowdfunding.
Yeah. I hear you.
It's either that, or I get the same one that Mr. Home Arcade has that's 3D printed.
Yeah, that 3D printed one.
Which would be a hell of a lot cheaper, but maybe not, because I still have to pay for the printing material.
Yeah.
So. But still,
exactly. So, either way, I mean, not the thing that I'll find comical is that all the material would have to spent, that the amount you had to spend will probably be the equivalent of a crowdfunding.
You know what? No, actually, it would probably still be cheaper.
Could be, but I'm just saying these are the options you have for making
yeah. No,
the castle.
I would prefer A.
Yes.
Full retail release. possibly chickening it, but I wouldn't risk chickening it
Yes, but that's the discussion for
when it actually happens.
until it actually happens. But if you
Yeah.
want to have that conversation, all I can say is that I wouldn't mind having just a throne, just a throne room, and leave it at that.
Yeah. I was gonna say that too. Like
Yes,
just a throne room would be nice.
Yes, but on the subject of wishful thinking, let's just come back to this, man. Like we're getting Queen Marlena, man.
Yeah. Go figure.
Yep. So just off the top of my head, I can assume that the skirt they might reuse. Well, I don't know. I can't say reuse, but I think they're gonna like base the skirt on the Shadow Weaver skirt.
Ooh.
So, I mean, like when I'm talking about the, like for tooling and stuff.
Yeah. I know. Hold on. Just keep talking.
Yeah. So like, yeah, dude, it's just I'm thinking this is gonna be great. Like, I envision her that she's probably gonna use the. I know it's not gonna be. They're not gonna reuse the parts because Shadow Weaver, she has molding of the Horde symbol on her waist. So I sincerely doubt it's going to be a reuse of that part. But
no,
I do believe.
I actually forgot. I got Shadow Weaver the other day.
Yes, yeah. But the thing is, I want to point out is that I don't think they're going to use that tooling.
No,
but I think they're going to retool it.
Or like, basically like retool it. Like retool it.
Right.
Or another way of saying it is just kind of like reuse the concept of. Yeah, damn, she doesn't even have feet.
Exactly. So that's what I'm envisioning. It's probably going to look like, it's going to probably be like this model. They're going to use that skirt to.
Like the concept of the skirt. Yeah, you're probably right. Because you never really show her feet, right?
They never did. And if they did, I don't think it's like enough to actually bring it up.
Yeah.
I mean, but if I'm wrong, I don't mind being wrong. I'll say that.
Yeah. Man, check out the details on that book, though.
Mm-hmm. So, but dude, it's just a space helmet. That's the thing that's making me smile so much.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
Yeah. Now it's a matter of when.
Yeah. No, totally. It's a matter of when, not if.
Yeah, and knowing
honestly, that's usually what I think when it comes to most of these Motu figures and characters. It's not if, it's when.
Right. So, but that's the thing. I mean, like, the only thing I kind of miss the details of how we can purchase these figures. But all I'm saying is, I hope it's not a Walmart exclusive.
It better not be.
Yep.
Then again, I usually never have problems with Walmart exclusives.
I know, but but I have, so.
I know. A lot of people have, and that's why I don't really get upset when people are like, "Oh, well, I don't know, it's a Walmart exclusive," because like I know a lot of people have gotten it canceled. I've been very fortunate where my things have never gotten canceled.
Yes.
Like I couldn't I put them on a card that was full, so I couldn't pay for it with that card, and I've fixed that. But other than that, I've never had a real issue actually, getting my orders from Walmarts.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I get it. I understand people's trepidation with getting stuff from Walmart because unfortunately it does happen. They order stuff and it gets canceled, and I feel bad for them. But hey, I got my retro collection Transformers.
Yeah. But then again, there are times when we'd be surprised. Like, I'm shocked we were able to get our access to Necroconda for such a cheap price at that.
Yeah.
Like, he's $10 now.
I know. I wish I didn't get him like when I did.
You paid full price?
Yeah, I got him at BBTS.
Mm-hmm.
But at least with BBTS, like I know, like unless the vendor like cancels the order completely with BBTS,
yes,
I know I'm gonna get it.
Right.
And that's why I know like my Megatron when I get it Studio Series will most likely be next year, which means Hasbro's going to be making more Studio Series Megatrons.
Yeah.
Because that got delayed to February. If some of you guys out there didn't know that.
Right. And people were complaining that this guy wasn't going to sell.
Who knew? Anyway, on that note, let's take a little break.
Let's take a break. And hopefully we can talk about some Transformer news because, man, there is so much happening, man.
Yeah, there is a lot happening. All right, guys. See you in a bit.
バトルへデュアルスクリーン搭載アクションバトルスーパーファミコンドラゴンボール Z スーパー武闘伝
Decepticons! Attack! Take your Autobots!
Now you can watch the incredible adventures of the Transformers as heroic Autobots battle evil Decepticons 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The Transformers are like nothing you've seen before. Don't miss a single day.
The Transformers!
Don't miss the action-packed adventure of the Transformers, weekdays at 3:30. Coming up next, Super Sunday.
Coming soon on Super Sunday, the most exciting rock and roll adventure ever. Jim!
Truly, truly, truly outrageous. Whoa, Jim!
Robotics! Bigfoot!
Super Sunday, fantastic action adventures.
The future in your head.
Robotics!
Bigfoot and the muscle machines.
They're big, bad, dirty, and mean.
Robotics!
Bigfoot!
Hello, and welcome back to the Deep Cut Fandom Podcast. I hope you enjoyed that break, because I know me and Rob had fun trying to figure that one out.
Yep. Bringing back so many memories. We were just talking about our experiences way back in
High school?
High school, yeah.
Yeah, high school.
Yeah, we were just talking about this video game that we had so many fond memories of.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Wait, well, actually, you actually showed the commercial, so we could at least talk about it. Yeah. That Dragon Ball Z video game, man. Yeah, I had so much fun with that game.
2. That was... Man, these kids don't know anything about good games nowadays.
Right. I mean, like, they keep complaining about the subject of the beam struggle, and this game had it from day one.
Yeah, day one.
But then
fighting games were fighting games.
Right. Yes, but any case,
anyway.
We got some Transformer news, and let's hope we can cover it all, man, because there's so much, man.
I don't know, man.
Woo! But let's at least talk about this, just to get the ball rolling. So, the most recent Transformer comic book that's been out for like at least 2 years now, right? Over 2 years at that.
Transformer comics.
Yeah, the Skybound, the Energon.
Roughly
universe.
a little bit over 2 years, because they just released issue 25.
Right. So that's that's 25 months at least.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, dude, I can imagine that the popularity of this series, pretty much greenlit a TV show.
Yeah.
And it's so, and the thing is, just to give an idea, the guys behind it, Robert Kirkman, that he's responsible for Invincible, right?
And Walking Dead.
So, and first off, full transparency, I've only read 6 issues of the Skybound series, and for what little I've read, man, it just blew my mind.
I haven't read them all, but yeah, right. I think I got a little bit further ahead than you did.
Right. Good. So now that it's been greenlit to become a TV show, I don't know when it'll be released, maybe 2 or 3 years from now at least.
Probably.
But here's a question I want to ask you. The big question is, this is going to be based on the new cartoon series is going to be based on the comic. Should I just wait and watch the comic? Watch the cartoon, or should I just enjoy the comic book? And
That's a good question.
because I really had so much fun reading the 6 issues I did.
No, I say read the books anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Read the books just because that way you're supporting Skybound. You're supporting the IP of Transformers, and if you want to go further, because they do have G.I. Joe.
Right.
And I don't know if they're going to do a Mask comic, but I know Matt Tracker shows up in G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So, by extension, maybe Mask?
Maybe.
But either way, I mean, it's all good. Like, I have not heard any complaints about the G.I. Joe comics.
Right.
I've heard that they're doing some really cool, innovative stuff as far as, like, Cobra and Cobra Law are involved.
Yep.
I haven't read any of those issues. I'm so behind in that stuff right now.
Right.
But
ultimately, yes.
It's all good, so.
Yeah, but seriously, I'm pleasantly surprised that we're getting such a great resurgence of Transformers comics, because like ever since IDW went closed down and they lost the license, I was a little concerned on what comic books were going to be like without IDW.
Yeah, I mean,
because the Lost Light series was amazing.
It was good. I don't know. I feel like they might have spread it a little bit too thin, though, like with the amount of books that they had out.
Yes.
Like, it did get a little confusing after a while.
Oh, yeah, but the characters they've established, they're pretty much... I can't say nowadays, but it's just, at the time, I feel like that they kind of... they what's the word? Superseded the main cast of characters. Everyone talks about Chrome Dome and Rewind and Brainstorm. Tailgate, yep.
Yeah.
Tailgate. They reinvented Cyclonus, and who could forget Whirl?
Oh, Whirl was great in that.
Exactly.
You know what it is? Outside of the UK comics, you didn't really get much characterization for Whirl.
Exactly.
Like, he was either there or not. And most of the time, it's not.
Yes.
But I think even Dreamwave didn't really touch upon Whirl. Or any of the wreckers.
Yeah, but speaking of which, you think that that Skybound will be bringing up the wreckers eventually?
It would be nice. But I mean, I don't know where they're at right now.
Right.
But there's time.
But in any case, I've had nothing but joy reading the Skybound books. So
those books
I'm excited. I'm crossing my fingers on this TV show.
Yeah. Hopefully, it turns out to be really good.
Yep.
And hopefully, it's not just Transformers, but Transformers and G.I. Joe. And there's also Void Rivals, which is attached to that.
Yes.
And that's a pretty interesting. I didn't read all of them, but I liked what I read from the few issues that I have read. It was intriguing.
So do you think... Okay, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
So just out of curiosity, just from your thoughts, do you think they'll be doing 2 shows? Or do you think they'll be doing, I don't know, maybe we'll do a Transformers show where it just happens to have G.I. Joe and Void Rivals appearing in it, with Transformers being the base of the overall show?
I think it would work well if it was sort of like an anthology series.
Right.
But they're obviously all interconnected.
Yes.
Granted, that is a huge undertaking writing-wise. But because of how... it kind of starts with Transformers, and then G.I. Joe sort of offshoots from the Transformer books.
Mm-hmm.
And then Void Rivals also kind of runs parallel to Transformers, but it's stuff in space.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking it could work well in an anthology series
it's just a lot of planning.
The Super Sunday series. Remember Super Sunday? For those of you who don't know or remember Super Sunday, Super Sunday is how we got Inhumanoids, Gem, robotics, and Bigfoot and the Muscle Machines on television.
Right.
It was a half an hour show and 3 of those titles got
It's like
an
8 minutes
8-minute
each,
segment.
right?
Yeah, like an 8-minute segment within those 30 minutes, to tell part of the story. And that's how like Any Humanoids got its own series. Gem got its own series. Robotics did not.
Yeah.
Bigfoot was pretty much a one and done deal. The way it ended. I mean, it could have continued more, but it definitely has like a finite ending.
Okay, so based on that model, do you think that's do you feel that might be what Skybound's series might be? That it might be like a series of anthologies that could just lead to
They could lead into
expanding the
each other.
stories? That could
lead
into each other, but also test the waters of what might be interesting for them to expand upon in later shows, later episodes.
I mean, the Iron Giant series has proven itself to be good. So I don't think it necessarily needs to be like a proving ground, to see what's good and what could be carried forward. I think
right.
They could use the anthology format as sort of like a storytelling device without having to get it all mixed up.
Right.
Let me rephrase that. Not having to have it all mixed up, but like having to have everyone watch every series, because people eventually get tired of like watching one thing to see if something happens to some other story. So if you do it as an anthology, you still keep your viewers on the same storyline, but it's in short segments. And I think the smart thing to do would make it like an hour long. So that way, like after commercials, it's like 40 minutes. So you divide that by 3 or 4 or even by 2. So 20 and 20 or like 15, 15, 15. Yeah, 15, 15, 15 or something like that. Divide it into 2 or 3 segments.
Well, it depends if they're going to... Well, it depends if they're going to be doing it like in broadcast, but everything is streaming now. So like usually commercial breaks are kind of like in between.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking in terms of broadcast. Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. If it's streaming, obviously you adjust accordingly. But I mean, my basic idea is like, split it up into like 2 or 3 segments, whatever is necessary to keep the story going, without having to have everyone, be bogged down by having to watch some show that may or may not be connected to some other story. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Yeah,
I hear you. But aside from TV shows, we're going back to the toys, and that's
what we mostly talk about. So.
Yes, we got. So like we finally got some prototype pictures of Onslaught. So out of curiosity, Victor, do you got it ready, or do you want me to go to?
I have it so ready.
Yep, let's go.
So ready that I'm just gonna go. Boop.
Let's go.
Yes, and this is the back. Yeah, that's the back of Onslaught's base mode. I kind of like what they're doing with Onslaught here, where like he's got like this little base mode. It's annoying because you can kind of tell what's going on there. Right. It's just like I'm not sure if it's Bruticus's. I think it's Bruticus's, but it could be Onslaught's legs. I'm not sure yet, but either way,
I believe if this is the battle station, then Onslaught is not really integrated into this setup.
Oh yeah, good point.
So,
sorry, one way.
But then again, you got to realize that these platforms, they, like we can critique them all we want, but this is just like a bonus. I always look at these battle stations as a bonus.
Yeah.
Like whatever pieces you can make, if you can make it plausible.
Honestly, like and this is part of the reason why I don't like Superion. Like, have it make sense in vehicle mode. Like this is the back half of the trailer for Onslaught. Like, as you can tell.
Right.
Here, see? There, it's split. Yeah, so that's the back half of Onslaught, and in the front, this is the front, which obviously is going to be Onslaught. And this is going to be this part. This might be like an engineering pilot. But, I mean, it looks amazing. Like,
well, for what it's worth, I feel that Onslaught and Motormaster, they kind of have the advantage since their alt modes have like a trailer built into their design.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But I know what you're saying too, because that booster mode. Well, I would ultimately I would say I can't. I feel it's not my place to comment because Victory Saber, Star Saber, he's one of my favorite characters out there, and he pretty much has what Age of the Primes Silverbolt has, where he's a jet with like a humongous backpack. So but on the other side, I get why you dislike it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. But yet again, like I feel like this this frame system being like an add-on piece for Onslaught works for his design because
absolutely
since his design pretty much was like a truck with a trailer built in, so the fact that the designers decided to break the trailer and the truck apart to make it was a good move on their part.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, he looks great.
Yes.
I love this shot right here.
Yep.
He's like next to Optimus and Soundwave.
Mm-hmm.
Quite possibly one of the greatest Decepticons ever.
Yep. So
there's no bias here.
Yes, but anyways, just speaking objectively, I think this comes back to the Fluoro design. Like personally, I have more of an attachment to the toy design, and
I do too.
Going back to this, like so. And since the plan is when it comes to these figures is to release them in all their other colors, and when it comes to the Combaticons, since these characters are based on the G1 cartoon, but cartoons like Car Robot, they were based on the toy designs.
I know.
So it's going to be kind of it's going to be what's the word? It's going to feel weird for guys like me who prefer the toy design and characters like Valdigus.
Yeah, or even Battle Gaia.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So that's the only criticism I have with this design using the Fluoro format.
Well, I mean, this just goes back to the whole like design philosophy of make it show accurate. You know, show accurate isn't always necessarily the best thing.
Well, I get that, but here's the only counterpoint I could make is that for those of, not saying me or you, but it's just like it is refreshing to have the characters be reinvented. Like if you already own the Combiner Wars version, which kind of were reflecting of the toy designs, that at least with this case is like it's just a new take is the way I look at it.
No, yeah, it totally is. I mean, like I'm all right with the Combiner Wars version as we see here.
He's taller.
He's taller. Isn't that insane?
And bigger at that, yeah.
I know.
Sorry for cutting you off. But.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, no matter what, I'm always gonna like, Bruticus because he's my favorite combiner. It's what I had when I was growing up.
Yes.
But yeah, like the Combiner Wars version kind of hits on certain, just certain pieces of nostalgia as far as like the toy version goes, which is why, like in some ways, not completely, in some ways, the Combiner Wars is better, but in other ways, the Age of the Primes version is kind of better. So like they have their good points.
Potentially,
potentially,
because like we haven't seen everything yet. So.
Right, but from what I'm basing it from what I've seen.
Yes.
Like all these pictures, like it's good.
Right.
Like they both have their good points. They both have their bad points.
Yes.
So like I'm all for it, but yeah, it sucks that the repaint possibilities kind of diminish because they're based off the floral dairy designs.
Right. I mean, the only thing I could hope for is maybe they might do some really good retooling.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
And that's another possibility. But for now, it's all about Bruticus, and it's looking good so far. I'm still skipping him, but I'm happy.
Sweet, that's Vortex also.
Yes, that's not Vortex. That's Blastoff.
Right, I meant Blastoff.
Yes, I know they
It's
look
late.
alike.
I'm tired.
They all look alike.
What are you trying to say? Cybertronians all look the same? What are you, some kind of racist?
They're the faceplate bros. The faceplate bros.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. That's freaking great. That is sexy. Look at that.
Yep.
Onslaught, you sexy motherfucker.
So maybe I'm just a little biased because I'm so used to the toy designs, but it kind of bugs me that turret on his trailer, it swivels, and I'm so used to the idea of the turret just moving up and down.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Again, I know I'm being that guy, but it's just
you're being that guy. Stop being that guy.
Right, but it's just so different. It's too different. It's too different.
I mean, god damn it! Look at the way. Look at this. They just like Floor Jury like really flanned out the cab.
Yeah, I like it to be nice and blocky.
I mean, it kind of makes sense that they kind of had to because of the turret here.
Right.
But god damn it! Like,
I miss the blockiness of the toy design.
Yeah, and that's like one of the bad things, like I said. But it has its good points also,
Yes.
Some of these pictures are starting to repeat. But look at that.
Yeah,
sexy,
bummer we
sexy
can't
wheels.
see a preview of what he looks like with the frame system combined.
Yeah.
Or should I say super mode?
Well, I mean, he's got his super pants, so.
Yep. So yeah, like it was a shame because they said that the marketing team said they wanted to hold it off for another time. So they're making us wait.
Yeah, bastards.
Yeah. So yeah, it's looking good so far.
Yeah, these pictures are repeating.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have accidentally. Oh, okay, that's the last one I have.
Right.
I may have accidentally downloaded some extra doubles, but that's cool. Also with this jet here with the Thundercracker.
Yep, indeed. But dude, so by the way, let's see. Let me. I'm just looking at my notes. So we don't cover. Now let me ask you this, Victor. We rarely cover third-party products, but they have like a whole gallery of third-party stuff. You want to like just get a glimpse at it, just to see what we got? Or
sure. Why the hell not?
Right.
Because I'm not like anti third party. It's just most third party stuff I don't like. It just doesn't pique my interest. That I was trying to figure out how to say that.
Right. I get it. I mean, like, I'm at a point where I rarely ever buy third party anymore, but I am a big admirer of what I see whenever.
I like Doctor Who stuff, so that's why like I can never be like, oh, I fuck third party, because like I do like some third party stuff, like the Doctor stuff that Doctor Who does.
Yep.
So like a lot of it just doesn't really pique my interest because I'm like, yeah, I'll just wait till Hasbro does something.
Yeah, but look at this thing, man. This
that is interesting. I did see that somewhere. I forgot where. Maybe on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Is that supposed to be what's his face? The
Fast
gray...
Track? Yeah.
Yeah, Fast Track. And that's definitely Fast Track.
So my question is, what does this fit on? Like, are they making a whole Scorponok?
Well, I'm guessing this is going to be one of those cases where third party is going to sell the figure in parts, and maybe this might be one pack where it's just the head and the helmet.
Yeah.
And most likely they'll be releasing, like another set where it's just a torso, and then after that will most likely be the legs, because third party they kind of run on their own lane when it comes to releasing products.
It's not necessarily the Wild West out there, but it's a little out there, no?
Yep, exactly. And then we got
Misfire?
What's his name?
Or Slug? No, that's Slugslinger.
Yeah, Slugslinger. Because I mean, granted, like we finally have access to the re-release of that old mold, but I can imagine that there's still a
Demand?
interest.
Yeah.
Demand. That's the word I was looking for. There is a demand for this figure. So
Yeah. Now, is this like a Masterpiece style third-party figure, or is this just like their own thing?
well, I have no idea since this
Okay.
is the first time I'm looking at it. So
Gotcha.
your guess is as good as mine. But
Okay.
from what I gather from the prototype pictures, it seems like the Target Master is very articulated.
Hmm.
So
So it's got to be a decent size.
Right.
It's either that or a very fragile Target Master.
Yep. But nowadays, like the scaling is, it seems like a lot of third-party companies, they're trying to match the scaling
Yeah.
to current product.
Well, that's
Just
why
so-
I asked, like, is it Masterpiece or is it like a different size?
Right.
Because I've noticed that's one of the things that a lot of third party groups do. Like they'll make like a Masterpiece scale, like say, I don't know, a train bot or something. Don't ask me why I said train bot, but it's the first thing that came to mind.
I know. But I get what you're saying. But speaking of scale, look at this dude.
That looks is that like a Primus?
Yeah, its Primus is probably Cybertron.
Yeah. I think that might be based off that Don Figueroa drawing.
It could be, but at the same time, I can't help but get a Starscream vibe out of him.
Yeah, it's the head.
It's the head, the placement of the colors,
Yeah.
the white and red,
Yeah.
the black helmet. But it looks gorgeous. Like, look at all that detailing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the greebling they call it nowadays.
Mm. Yeah.
But I can't put my finger on who that dude is over there. This dude.
Yeah. You know what?
Mhm.
It could just be me, but it kind of looks a little bit like Alpha Trion.
I get that, but it's just the colors are throwing me off.
I know. That's why I'm like, it kind of looks like him. It's not exactly.
Yeah. Well, what about
Oh,
this thing here?
that's a 6-inch Skyhawk
Oh,
from
cool.
G.I. Joe.
Nice.
All Striker.
Yep. I'm guessing this is Valverse.
Is that Valverse?
Yeah, I'm guessing because like
No,
they're
dude,
really
it's Acid Rain.
Gotcha. My mistake again.
It's right
I
there on
only
the
know-
box.
Yeah, I don't know. The moment I see third-party GI Joe figures, I mean,
Well,
an indie company with original content that looks like GI Joe, I think of Valverse for some reason.
I mean, for good reason, because they make good figures, even though I don't buy them. But, once they start making O-ring stuff, which they've kind of hinted at,
Yep.
I'll be right there. Be like, here's my money, Bobby. Take it.
Look at that. Yeah, there's that add-on kit. I think this is supposed to be like a smaller scale tidal wave.
Oh, it's sort of like a legend scale tidal wave.
Right, which is almost like deluxe size.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's tidal wave.
Right.
And then there's a
That's
Master
the
Sword.
Master Sword. Yep.
Nice.
And we got that upgrade kit that
Oh,
for
that's...
the animated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the Motormaster.
Yep, where they make it look like Metasaur with the coloring.
Right, but that's really the like the God Rai type armor that
Yep.
Optimus got in the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool.
So, yep. I'm assuming this. Yeah, I don't know about this figure.
Yeah, it's all movie
beautiful
stuff.
though. Look at the.
Or, that's not movie stuff. That's
Yep.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially that hot rod. It's based on the Lost Light.
Yeah. Is this that?
So-
oh no, this is all third party, right?
Yeah, this is now. Here's the thing that's kind of I'm a little torn. I've actually checked out these knockoff figures, and the scary thing is these are kind of like they're knockoffs, but really high quality knockoffs of Commander class Studio Series Optimus Prime.
Okay.
And a lot of people have commented that these knockoffs are actually better than Hasbro. Yeah, like I see reviews
And we're only $50.
The
Is that 50?
figures. I want to make this clear, all right? The figures alone, I found places selling it for $30.
Oh my, yeah. So like, cause yeah, so that's like a 50 I see on that little post-it note there, right?
Yeah, but no, this thing is, I know places where you can. There's some websites that actually sell it for $30.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and they also did a knockoff of. Let's see if I can get that trailer. Oh, here's the thing. You see that trailer over there?
Yeah.
It's a trailer with a Optimus Prime, which people have commented in reviews that they say that their knockoff Optimus Prime is better than retail Hasbro Optimus Prime for Studio Series.
Okay.
And he comes with all these pieces.
Okay. That's
and
cool.
You know what's the price?
$70.
80.
Less than 70.
80.
80.
Yep.
I guess that was a show special then, because it's a 70 right there.
Right. Yeah. Like some places that go for 80, including shipping and handling.
Yeah. That's cool,
yeah,
because
dude.
there's some really deep cuts in this set right here.
Right.
You know, I mean,
but
the whole Starscream bit from when like he was pretending to be Optimus.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. He has a Megatron arm from Skybound.
But here's the thing, dude. Look at the price compared to what we're getting for Hasbro.
Yeah, I know.
Just wanted to bring it up. And like I keep reiterating, people have reviewed these products and said it's better than the Hasbro release.
Hasbro, get your shit together and get rid of that cock.
Yes.
That's cool.
And, speaking of Valdicus, we keep bringing them up, and look at these colors.
That's... Whoa, go back. That's awesome. I love that.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to admire the Valdicus.
And this, I have no clue, but it looks crazy, dude.
I was going to say it looks like Lego, but...
I'm thinking that too, not. But I don't know, dude. Like,
I don't think it is.
From the way it looks like, it's kind of based on that Don Figueroa design. Where they kind of made them look super mechanical.
Yeah.
And it seems like they focus on the robot first and the vehicle second.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's just, let's be real. That's what they're focused on.
Yeah. No, totally.
But it looks sick.
It does. It's very stylized.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right. Let's see. Yep, that's about it. So.
Yeah. Interesting stuff from day one of TFcon.
Right. It was fun to look at that stuff and just get our thoughts on it and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
So, other than that, prototypes. First look at timelines. Oh, we got some timelines. So, what are your thoughts on the timeline stuff?
On the timeline stuff? What, the feudal stuff?
Yep.
I think it's pretty cool. I think what they showed at MCM or whatever that show was that just happened in London.
Yes.
I think that was pretty cool.
You got the pictures up, or go on a second. I got the website up. So you want my pictures, or do you already got yours up?
How many pictures are there?
Well, I'm going straight to the website. So
boom. We got Bumblebee as a ninja.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, a ninja. He's coming with both a katana and a kunai.
Megatron as a board. Yes. That's so cool. But yes,
yep.
There's a kunai and a sword.
Yep.
It's cool because he's like was it one of those flying squirrels?
You have a flying squirrel, and they even pointed out that he actually has a flight mode as a squirrel.
Yeah. That one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He has a ground mode.
Really cool.
Yep, like he can go. They actually have like a ground mode and as well as a flight mode for the squirrel, the flying squirrel.
That's nice. That's awesome.
Yes.
I don't. So my trepidation with this set though is the fact that they don't look very big.
Well, they're all deluxes.
Yeah. I wish we could see it like against like the Optimus in Starscream.
Right. Well, there are pictures, so like let's see.
All right, you want to switch over then?
Let's see. I just double check the pictures I have. Yep. Okay. Well, basically the pictures you have. Okay. Then look. Darn it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, the pictures you were showing is pretty much the ones I was going to use, but I'm trying to like check real quick. But the one thing I'll say before, I just wanted to bring this up because like I thought it was kind of like a pleasant surprise for me. Is I'm just gonna see, where is it? Yes, there it is. When it comes to that Megatron, I thought it was kind of cool that I got some details right when it came to that figure.
Yeah, that's right, because you did that drawing.
Right. So like, I mean, like I tried my best to follow Evan's design theory on how he presented them. That's why I chose the boar. I mean, no. Let me take two steps back. That's why I chose the Oni, and I tried my best to match it with what I thought he was going to go for, and I thought it was kind of cool that he pretty much just went with what that a lot of I kind of got a lot of the details correct. You know, like he, like for example, like I used the animals wrong, but you know, he at least had the club that had the spike cannon.
Yeah.
And that the helmet had the horns and the teeth.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And as well as the fact that he even, I'm sorry for cutting it off, but like it's just those like the base details, but it was like there were more details, but that was kind of like the ones that really are so prominent.
Yeah.
So let's see, that's the Megatron, you know, like the boar. Let's see if I can find the pictures. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so like I get it, he's not that scale, but
yeah, he's a little small.
Right. I mean, well, I feel like when it came to this timeline thing they were coming up, I feel like there's kind of like a subline within itself. So like they look great with themselves, but I don't think they'll look great as a shelf with everybody else.
Yeah.
So, in any case, dude. So, excuse me.
Yeah, they look cool. Oh, I was gonna ask you if there's any shots of Bumblebee there.
No, this was let me check real quick. This was I believe they don't have any pictures on Bumblebee. They had a lot of pictures focused on Megatron.
Yeah,
I mean, I could be wrong, but it's just I'm looking at all the pictures right now. I don't see anything on Bumblebee in the TFW website.
Right.
So it's mostly Megatron. Yep, mostly Megatron. Okay. So, but yeah, like that's why I'm gonna be very picky, selective when it comes to this timelines thing. I'm definitely getting the Optimus, but I'm passing on the Megatron and Bumblebee.
What are you gonna do with the Starscream? Flip it?
Flip it. Yeah. Originally, there was a part of me that kind of wanted to hold on to him, because there was a part of me I was hoping that the timelines Bumblebee and Megatron can integrate with the other figures to some degree. Like maybe the Starscream will be like a backpack for Megatron. Yeah. But since it wasn't, you know, like I'm passing.
Gotcha.
So, but in any case, you still got some energy for one last thing, or?
Yeah.
So, here's the thing that was a bit of a pleasant surprise. The guy who's been posting all these pictures on the stuff from the MCM London convention, his name is Toys R Us. Russ. So
Russ, yeah.
RUSS, yes. And he actually, and it seemed like he was able to get able to get some time with Evan, one of the designers of the Transformers products.
Oh,
and
okay.
and he had an interesting interview with them.
Okay.
So, and here's some of the details I was able to get because, like, I was just literally watching this before recording. So, these are some of the notes I was able to get. So, Evan confirmed that we're going to get a combiner, one combiner per a year. For how long, I don't know, but I'm just guessing as like a nice little pocket. I would say probably in the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to get at least a combiner a year.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Right. So far, you know, like it's obvious we're getting Bruticus for 2026. And Russ was kind of like not really pushing, but he was kind of asking very vague questions, and that the possibility of there being the possibility. Okay, give me a few steps back. So one of the things that Russ talked about was when it came to combiners was that the possibility of maybe Defensor coming at 2027.
Right.
And and then he brought up the question of when it comes to Defensor, how would Evan approach Groove, since when it came to Combiner Wars, he was a chess piece with Rook. And Evan commented saying, yes. Evan commented that if they were to do a Groove, they most likely will make him a Limbot.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of did correct that mistake in Combiner Wars.
Yeah, but the base offering is the question.
Yeah.
Especially with a new version of Defensor. So, but in any case, that's what he commented on, that maybe that if they were to make a Defensor, most likely Groove would be a Limbot. So
yeah,
but
that's cool.
You know, yeah, it's just the only thing that's making me concerned is that first, like Bruticus, I'm a huge fan of the toy design, and I'm concerned that when it comes to Defensor, they're gonna make him like based on the Fleur Deity design, so he's not gonna have those like that weird blue side helmet that the toy design was known for.
Yeah, I mean,
for Defensor.
No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That doesn't bother me as much if that's missing.
Yeah, but you know, like I'm just talking from my experience.
No, I know. Yeah,
I'm so emotionally invested on that.
I know because you're a big Defensor guy.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, on a side note, I always find it interesting that when it comes to Transformers, people will always have, one, obviously, a favorite character, but two, they will always have a favorite combiner.
Yep. Well, combiners are, they're you know, like, I don't know what's the right word. Like, I would just say that it's just something special about a combiner.
Yeah, something like about combiners that just kind of hits a certain, I don't know what to call it, but like a certain, like, you know, in a person, you know.
I think it's the form factor, the concept of grabbing more than one figure to create a big one.
I know some of it, like with like myself, and I believe with yourself also. It also has to do with like when we were growing up during G1, like if we had those combiner parts. You know, so
right.
Like, that kind of becomes like our default one because we're like, oh, this one is cool when we were a kid, and we still think it's cool because we're just big kids now. You know what I mean? You know, so like,
again,
like I had most of the Defensor, not the Defensor, the Bruticus parts. You know, like I had Onslaught, and I had Vortex, and I had those two. And I always wanted to get the rest, so I didn't get them until much later. But I just always thought they looked really cool. So like that's why like Bruticus is my default.
I'm guessing I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Maybe when it comes to from a collector's perspective, I'll say that a combiner, he's pretty much the definitive collector experience. Yeah. You gotta get all of them or not at all.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a very important thing that hits all of us as collectors.
Right, like because like you know like when it comes to certain collections, I don't collect like the core cast. like say, oh, I'm gonna get the core class of season 1, or I want to get this subclass and say that makes it complete. But when it comes to a combiner, you literally need to get everybody to make a complete collection.
Yeah. Like only doing like certain years and stuff. I mean, that's fine and dandy, but that's just one thing where like that's a thing that like how just people collectors collect, you know. Personally, I feel like that's kind of like putting you kind of putting a limitation on yourself. But I don't subscribe to that idea, but I respect it because they're trying to, you know, like not everyone has money to get everything,
Right.
you know.
But you get the point I'm trying to make when it comes to why was this fascination for getting a the fascination of combiners.
It's like a feeling within a feeling. Right.
It's just so, you know, like it's so we all have that commonality when it comes to a combiner.
Yeah, absolutely.
But on the subject combiners, you know, like there are more questions that Russ asked Evan. And the other question was the concept of with Bruticus, which is something we've been talking about every time we see this guy, is the potential. Like Russ asked him, what plans do they have for repaints for Bruticus? And Russ, definitely Russ was speaking for me because he kept bringing up the question of Valdigus.
Yes.
Ruination. Properly. I mean, that's the name that a lot of people prefer.
That's the US name.
Yeah,
we call him Valdigus. We have our quirks as two guys.
But basically Ruination.
Yeah.
So Russ was bringing up the question of Ruination since he's a very popular deco out of Bruticus, and Evan is very aware of it. And Evan didn't say yes or no, but he said there is a possibility of planning out a gift pack. But he also stated that if they were to make a gift pack, most likely it'll be a few years from now. So don't hold your breath is the way I would describe it. But when they were talking about it, the one thing I thought was incredibly interesting is that Evan himself commented on the idea of a Battle Gaia gift pack. Yeah, I figured that'll hit you. Yes, it's, dude. I wish you could see it from my perspective. You're pixelating so hard.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my breath for Battle Gaia.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
I've been wanting a Battle Gaia.
You become.
I've been wanting. You know, I've been screaming for a Battle Gaia for so long. So long. No one ever does Battle Gaia. He's like the forgotten Bruticus repaint.
Yes, he's the rarest of the rare.
Yeah, he's a rare boy, and he's also a really cool repaint. If you ask me,
you know, I'm willing to bet that once you actually publish this episode, that we'll probably see like a big JPEG of Battle Gaia as deco.
Yeah, you know, you never know.
I'm not mocking you. I want to make it clear. I'm not saying this as a mock.
I know.
I'm not mocking you.
I know you're not. It's fine.
Yes.
It's just, dude, like, yeah, Battle Gaia. I've been screaming about Battle Gaia for God knows how long now.
I know. I was there.
I'm just glad I have my really nice bootleg G1 version.
Right. So, anyways, that's all the details I was able to get for combiners. But Russ also asked Evan about the future of timelines, and this is not set in stone. I want to make this clear, but this is just Evan's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Evan stated that the whole premise for timelines is just to have fun experimenting.
Yeah.
So, but he also said that his hope is that timelines will evolve into a fan-driven product where he gets fans involved on what they could make with timelines, you know, with fan votes or just like, what's the word, listening to what fan interest is for the timelines. on what they can do going forward with it.
Yeah.
But he also stated that it's a testing waters of potential figures for mainline.
Okay.
So say for example, he just threw out examples saying that if let me rephrase that. Let me just collect my thoughts for a split second. Like, say if the Timeline's Hearts of Steel figures was a success, they could probably explore releasing figures of Hearts of Steel characters, other Hearts of Steel characters in the main line.
Right.
Be it Soundwave or that Insecticon train. Like where there's like 3 Insecticons that could combine into one big train.
That's cool.
Or
like
that
Shockwave?
That Shockwave. That was like
cannon?
a boat. Yeah, that boat tank.
Oh no,
whatever the heck you call it.
It was like an iron boat. Yeah.
Yep. So like that's a possibility. Let's see. Let me check my notes. Yeah. So yeah, that's what that's just his thoughts. Not saying it's set in stone. It's just he's just sharing his wishful thinking of the potential of what timelines can lead to Transformers going forward as a toy line.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. So then he commented about the future of Studio Series 86.
Okay.
And he talked about something that, that we kind of have like issues with, that he didn't say anything. His plans for what he hopes Studio Series 86 would be like going forward is that he wants newer designs to be more faithful to the cartoon, so less greebling, as he called it, for the figures. So that's just, I see where he's coming from, but it's just, I don't know. I like the greebling on my figures. Greebling is like, the wires and the finer details of the figures.
Yeah, no, I know what greebling is. It's just like, I don't like the lack of greebling, like, because like certain characters, like if they're like animation accurate, with like no greebling, they kind of get boring. Like, I hate to say it, but I don't like the RED Soundwave. That was like basically remember like the 6-inch Action Master figures that was like exclusive to, I think it was exclusive to Walmart, or maybe not exclusive to Walmart, but they were basically giant sized. They were like bigger sized Action Masters. They came out a few years ago.
Okay.
They came in a red box because RED is, red. And like, it was super smooth. And then there were other characters like Optimus, or I don't even remember who else they did in that line. Maybe they did a Hot Rod, I don't remember. But like the other characters they were more well detailed.
Okay. Well, how about this? Let's talk about certain characters we have gotten that kind of follow the Fluorodiri statement, where like Studio Series Commander Class Optimus. Are you okay with the details of that figure? Since you own him,
just enough to make him like not so boring to look at.
Okay.
Just enough.
So here's the thing. For me, Hot Rod is perfect. And I'm with you on the detailing. Like it's just enough to not make him boring.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you on that.
So how about this? Since those are the two characters that we can agree that it's not enough, but it's just enough. So maybe that's the way Evan is approaching the other figures.
I mean, if it's just enough, then that's fine. I'm all for that. But don't make it plain and boring and smooth. Like, that just kills me.
Right. Yeah, like to a degree, like maybe, let's see. Like I could see it not working with Superion, but then again, I don't own him. But it's just the only thing that's just turning me off is that head.
For Superion?
Yeah, the head design. Like I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing that kills me about like the Fluorodiri designs. Mm-hmm. There are times when I think that the toy head is way fucking better. Way
Yeah.
fucking. Dude, you ever look? I'm sure you've noticed Menasaure's head, or in this case, his mask, because it's basically like just a mask. Like
Yes.
he looks way cooler as a toy. Yeah, that face, that head, is way cooler as a toy.
Yes. I
And then
remember.
like Fleur Diri, granted, yeah, I get it. You have to simplify it for animation, but like it's like he totally altered the way he looks.
Right.
You know?
So, yeah, but that's just the plans. So now, this is a very I don't know how to present this comment, but it's an interesting one to think about. Is now if I presented it wrong, we can move on. But
just spit it out.
Yeah, but Evan, like, let me see. Russ asked the questions of what's the limit of Transformers to release per a year, and Evan answered that is that what happens is Hasbro gives them a budget on what they can use for tooling, and based on how they manage the tooling for parts,
Yeah,
they could potentially make an extra deluxe figure if they want.
right.
So like for example, if if they make, like, granted, like if like a leader class, it requires a lot of tooling, right?
Mm-hmm.
But say for example that they just happen to make a leader class that doesn't take too much tooling, they can use all that tooling budget on something else.
Right.
So, like, the best way I could describe it is maybe that's what's happening with Arachnid, because she looks way too complex for a deluxe based on what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they kind of share. Maybe one of the other figures, they use the tooling to work with. Like they gave that extra tooling budget to figure like Arachnid, just as a suggestion. Like, that's just something I'm just throwing that out there, because they talked about, like, here's another example that Evan said that, like, say for example they decide to not release a commander class, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can use that budget to create 4 deluxes.
Okay.
So that's just something they were talking about. So
Interesting.
So which is why, if you notice, we're getting a lot of repaints as of late.
Yeah, because the budget that they save on re-releasing or repaint can go towards something else. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Which again, going back to Arachnid, because that's where all the budget went.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean, honestly, I'm all for that, because that's how I got a Cosmos for like $25 versus $50.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And people are getting Crashers, and God knows whatever else in the past that they've gotten, because it's been re-released.
Yeah. So, and that's the other thing. When you brought up this subject of re-releases, that's something that Evans commented as well. That if people want these figures back, they will look into look for opportunities to re-release certain figures that if they're in high demand.
Like Shrapnel?
That might be a case.
I need Shrapnel.
I know. Well, then yell at them enough, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to yell at Evan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Evan, I'm gonna have to yell at you.
Yeah,
I know you're a nice guy.
Yeah. So now the other thing I want to bring up.
Emphasizer.
Yes. So Russ was asking all these other questions, which is like gaps in the collection, and the big gap he mentioned was the Throttle Bots.
Yes. Please continue.
Yes, and this is what Evan said, and I'm curious to hear your reaction to the comment. Evan said that there's a possibility that that there might be some spare heads in the Bumblebee, the 86 Studio Series 86 Bumblebee mold.
Okay.
That's all he said.
I mean, we got Bumper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got Bumper.
Right. We got Bumper. So,
but who else can they do?
Well, you tell me. I mean, like I'm guessing Searchlight is one of them. Chase.
Yes, I mean, like. Well, okay, so here's my line of thinking. It's like, okay, if they have extra heads on that mold, are they going to use that mold also? And if they also use that mold, who are they going to make from the Throttle Bots? Because there's none of them, as far as I remember, that turn into a vehicle that's like Bumblebee. Except for Goldbug. But we already got Goldbug.
Again, but I think, not to be... I'm going to play devil's advocate a little and say that maybe that's the reason why Bumblebee doesn't look like nobody. I mean, his vehicle mode doesn't even look like a Bumblebee to begin with.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make, is that he looks so ambiguous that it could be anything.
I mean, let's take another look at this Bumper. This is car mode right there.
Right. And he said head tooling. I want to make that clear.
Okay. So what? So it's just the head?
Yep.
Because if it's just the head, then I could see some possibilities. Like, I forget the name of all the Throttle Bots.
Like you can do some head swaps, but you can't do all of them. You can't do the dump truck or the Jeep.
Well, yeah, wide load you can't do. Like wide load, I know.
Yep, or the Jeep, dude.
Roll bar.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
But, that'll probably require some tooling.
No, I was going to say you could use, like, the Brawn Outback mold, but then it ends up looking like a Brawl Outback. I don't know, like...
The way his transformation doesn't really match Brawn's
I know. But that's one of those repaints / retools where, like, you get the head in robot mode and you get the vehicle that it's supposed to be, but everything else is whatever they're using as the base.
Finagle it, yeah. Just it's one of those, what do you call it? It's acceptable loss.
Yeah, well,
it's like one of the
I don't find it to be an acceptable loss, but
no, like, is it one of the battles you're willing to lose in order to get him?
I would rather have a proper like roll bar. Where like the front grille of the car is his feet.
Right.
I
get what you're saying, but Brawn's design, does it do that?
No, I know. That's why I'm like, It's like they could do that. I guess I was kind of playing devil's advocate there.
Right.
Like they could do that, but I wouldn't like that. But they could do it. Right. It's kind of like how initially they had done Quake.
Yes.
From Hardhead, Headmaster Hardhead, and I was like, it was okay because they used but it was basically just a paint swap, and then they made that new one, and I'm like, yeah, this works. That worked way better.
Or like Windsweeper out of Needle Nose. Remember the Trigger, the Target Master Junior Needle Nose? Then they later on repainted him as Windsweeper, I think his name was, the Trigger Bot, where they actually made they actually made the two Target Masters silver. Recreate the illusion of the Trigger Bots.
Yeah, I kind of like the Combiner Wars version that came out with the fan club.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I like
It's not bad though. It's not bad. Yeah.
Yes. But I guess we're kind of in the same. We're in the same lane when it comes.
We'd rather have the actual or something, like in its own mold. Let's say.
Right. But it seems like when it comes to the Throttle Bots, they're probably going to be a repaint with a head swap repaint out of Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. Not all of them, but some of them.
Yeah.
But
I mean. I could be disappointed, but I'm going to wait and see what they actually do first before I'm
if they were to be released.
Yeah,
if they were to be released. So
that's definitely one of the. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you can finish.
I was going to say that's like one of the subsets that they have not completed yet, and they clearly started it because they did the Gold Bug.
Right. Yeah, they're basically kind of like season. They're not technically season 2, but it's just they're kind of like the second wave of mini bots.
I would say like
the second
third
coming.
wave.
Yeah, but the second coming, I guess, what I mean to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Because wave 2 mini bots are just pretty much retools of wave 1.
Well, you have Sea Spray and Beachcomber, Power
Right.
Glide.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I feel like, I guess if you want to say it's wave 3, the third or
The third
second
wave
one?
actually were the retools.
Right. Okay, so I guess fourth wave,
Yeah.
if you want to go that far.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you break it down by year, yeah.
Yeah, so like they're the fourth wave of mini bots.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, that's one question. The other question he asked was possible original characters from Skybound.
Mm.
And again, like I haven't read enough Skybound to know who's popular.
Yeah.
But from what do you see any interest in that?
Like personally?
Yeah, well, from your experience.
I'm not aware of any original characters from Skybound. Not to say that there isn't. I don't know.
Right.
If there are any.
Yeah.
If they are,
Yeah.
I don't know of them.
Yeah, maybe you haven't read that far.
No, I probably have not.
No. So, but yeah, the potential of comic exclusive characters is cool. I mean, since I have no comic because I've never read it, and it seems like you don't have either.
Yeah, I have not read that far into it, no.
So, okay, and this is the last question I was able to like write a note on.
Mhm.
And sorry, but I'm not ending it with a bang. But the question Russ asked Evan was it was a complaint that you've had with the Target
system?
Masters.
Oh, okay.
The Target Masters that Crosshairs, that he's going to be the odd man out.
Yeah.
With Sureshot and Point Blank. So Russ asked Evan about that. What if are there any plans to rectify that with Crosshairs? And
Right.
this is Evan's answer. That's really Mark's territory. That's something that you got to ask Mark.
Okay. We all have his Instagram, so.
Yeah. So and
Yeah.
plus you know how cool Mark is. We love Mark.
Yeah.
He
but
loves us. So.
how much of an answer is he gonna give us? That's always a question. Because like I understand it's his job. He has to keep his mouth quiet about certain things. So like, is he gonna give us like something that we could chew on as an answer, or is he gonna give us like a non-answer answer? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love him, he has a tendency of like giving these like blanket statements that
Well,
could
like I said,
go either way.
yeah, and I like I said, I understand because he has his job and he can't just freely talk about whatever,
Yeah,
So I
that
get
is-
that. I get that. Doesn't mean I have to like it, but I get it.
Right.
But I endure. I'll just endure and like hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just saying from my perspective, I think it might be a possibility. It's just when. But
Yeah.
because like I there are times I'm looking at that Sureshot mold.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at that Target Master, and for some reason, I see more of Crosshair's Target Master than Sureshot's Target Master in that design. Like, I don't have a picture with me, and I don't want to like take the time to like go so far to break it down. It's just from my perspective, it's just I see that design working for Crosshairs more than Sureshot.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. And
Mm.
plus, I've mentioned to you before, when it comes to Sureshot, I can't help but see a retool of Joyride out of Sureshot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's another subset that needs to be worked on.
Yeah.
Power Masters.
But dude, hear me out. When it comes
Okay.
to Sureshot, it's clear that he has enough tooling to. Well, I mean, based on what Evan's talking about tooling, but it's just okay. Let me just throw this as a hope that if the budget shows that Sureshot's being released with a Target Master, I'm hoping there's enough budget to create a Power Master.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
That'd be very nice.
Just saying. I mean, that's why I'm so interested to see what Joyride is going to look like.
Yeah,
And he's like wave 3 from what I remember.
yeah. I don't remember offhand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. All I know is that this Sureshot is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can kind of see some retooling possibilities here with Joyride.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all they have to do is kind of like retool this, or even just this front part.
The
here.
visor, the vehicle visor is pretty much spot. I could, like they pretty much have the same. Yeah, they pretty much have the same window.
Yeah, yeah, and they could probably retool this.
The spoiler.
The spoiler.
I could see the dashboard definitely could be retooled.
You mean this part?
Yeah.
The hood of the car?
Yeah, the hood. Yeah, the hood.
The dashboard would be under the window.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, that's why I meant the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally could be retooled, to look like a power engine block.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely potential there. There's definitely potential there. But yeah, hopefully
that's about it. That's all the questions I got out of that interview.
Yeah,
that's
fine. Good stuff. Good episode, like always. Yeah, we actually went a little bit over. So sorry, guys. This is more than 2 hours. We try to keep it at 2 hours, but hey, conversations happens, and that's that. Either way.
Yeah, especially when there's so much content to cover.
Yeah, we hope that you had a very good time watching us talk about toys and toys and video games. Yeah, today. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little bell for the notifications when we put up new episodes, because I try to stick to a schedule, but it doesn't always work out.
Yes, we try, but there's only so much we can do with our when.
Yeah, we have other jobs outside of doing our beautiful little podcast here. But on that note, thank you for watching, and remember, always be excellent to each other. Bye.